Hello everyone, this is Captain Soban. Welcome aboard the Starship Normal Prize for another episode of Sword of the Stars. Alrighty, so we are continuing to expand the Sobani Empire. We want to take over this entire galaxy, but obviously we're going to work on one sector at a time, because taking over the entire galaxy obviously is a very difficult task. So let's see where we are at. You are currently going over here to spy down that one. You'll be there soon. You'll be over there in 11 turns, and you'll be over there in 15 turns. Alrighty. There's one part of the game I forgot to show off in the first episode, so I'm going to go ahead and jump straight into that, because we can design our own ships. Now, we can't like completely take apart the ships and design every single thing like we can on Space Engineers, but what we can design, or what we can adjust, are the three major parts of the ship. You have the helm, the middle area, which I think they call the mission area. Basically, this area determines what the ship is, what the purpose of the ship is, and then obviously the engine area. And as we research additional engines, our ship will be able to move faster on the map and in the battle mode, which you guys haven't seen yet. We haven't had a battle yet. And these over here, actually I should probably just keep explaining these before I explain that over here. So yeah, the engine will get better, which will allow them to move better on the map and in the game, and also be able to put different weapons on the back of the ship. In the middle area is the purpose of the ship. Like right now is armor, which means it basically increases the amount of health of the ship, and basically it makes it a military ship basically. I said basically way too many times in that sentence, but whatever. Then you have the assault shuttle, which is for attacking enemy planets. So we have that assault shuttle right here. And apparently there's ice being made. Ignore that. The assault shuttle will allow us to attack an enemy planet, like basically not really bombard. The shuttle will go into the planet's atmosphere and start bombing the population. That's what I meant. And of course we have the colonizer, which makes the ship turn into a colonizer. Extended range, which is pretty much a scout. This makes the middle area a giant fuel tank, which extends how far the ship can go without needing to be refueled. And of course the gate tech, the platform tech, and then the tanker, which is basically a giant ship with a huge fuel tank that's used to fill up the fleet. And of course you have the helms. The only one we have right now is the standard command. As we get better research, we'll be able to get more of those, and of course we only have fission engines. So over here is our weapon layouts. We can switch different weapons, what we want to do, like Gauss cannon, red lasers is the only thing we have active. And then there's the missile ones, which we can switch over to Gauss and red lasers, but I'm going to keep that missiles for now. We'll play around more of this as we get more research going. I just kind of want to show this off so that you guys knew that we can actually customize our own ships. Up here obviously is your ship stats, how much it costs to build, the construction costs, which is determined by industrial output, the amount of armor the ship has, how heavy the ship is, blah blah blah, how fast it moves in combat, how fast it turns in combat. There's a lot of stuff that you can look at, but I'm not going to get into that because I don't want this whole episode to just be explaining the ship. And then I think at the moment we really don't have anything to do. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that our planets do have morale, which goes up and down based on certain events. So if I click this, it should show me everything. Yeah, right here is all of our morale. This is all the morale that's been going on certain events. And this is one of the main reasons why it's good to have tons of money in your reserves, because you get bonus morale as your as long as you have a lot of money in your treasury. Because obviously, if there's money in the treasury, then people think you're doing good, so they're going to obviously it's going to keep people happy because they're like, hey, our empire has money. It means we're doing something right. And also, there's some bonuses for colonizing new planets. And then this right here is the climate control, which is something else I didn't explain in the last episode. I did explain it on the colonizing part, but the reason why this is in the middle, if this is higher than the middle area, then the planet is warmer than what the creatures want, and if it's on this left side, then it's colder. Obviously, we're bug people. We like it cold. We like bug people like things warm. Oh well. But it looks like our slider goes further to the left to the cold area than it does up here. Now, the reason why this is here is I can actually adjust this. Like, let's say there's a big fleet coming in and I don't have any way of stopping them from taking over the planet. If I know what their ideal climate hazard is, I can intentionally pollute my own planet so that it's harder for them to colonize it, and it'll kind of like do not a rippling effect, but it'll slow down their economic growth as they try to reestablish their climate. So that's a more of an advanced thing. I probably won't play around with it too much. But yeah, you can intentionally hurt your own planets if you really see the benefit of doing that. Okay, so I think that's enough explaining for this episode. We have a colonizer here, but no tanker. Did I accidentally take a tanker without the colonizer? Hang on, I need to figure this out. Oh, never mind, he's coming next turn. Alright, that's what's going on. I just built the colonizer too early. Alright, that's in our turn.
System updates.
Alrighty, now we got the tanker here. Let's put the colonizer in, give it a gate so it can get back, if it doesn't find anything, of course. Let's head here.
We will follow this course, Majesty.
Okay, let's see how our other planets are doing. And instead of just selecting all of them, since we actually have quite a bit of planets now, what's this thing right here? I've never seen this before, or I didn't pay attention to it last episode. Oh! I think that tells me how many gates we have. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, that's definitely not it. 24 is probably our fleet size. I can't read that number. I hope that says 24. My monitor's doing that stupid text glitch thing where it's hard for me to read text. Let me see. I'm not going to count that. That's going to take too long. I'm assuming it's 24. Sorry for blinding you guys there for a second. But there's also other things up here. This is the diplomacy. Right now we don't know any other races, so there's nothing we can do right there until we find a race. This allows us to do intel analysis. I'm gonna have to check this out. I don't remember. I don't really pay too much to the intel stuff until I start getting further into the game, so we're not gonna mess with that. But this is our ranking. This adjusts every single turn depending on what the other teams are doing. Right now, looks like we are number 7 on income, which isn't the best, but that's expected because we're putting a lot of our money towards planetary development, so that's going to be a little bit low for now. We're number 1 on colonies, which is kind of strange. We might be getting lucky on finding a lot of good colonizable planets, because we are one of the slowest growing teams in the game, so that's actually kind of surprising. 8th on technology, that's not surprising. I haven't been focusing a whole lot on simple research, so that's fine. Number 1 on population, that's expected, because again, we're bugs, we grow quickly. 7 on output, that's industrial output. It's a little bit on the low side, but again, a lot of our planets are being developed, so that's fine. And number 4 on ships, which is average, because there's 8 players. So far, we're looking pretty good on statistics, and once that wars start, that's good to check in, because if you start falling behind on those numbers, you're gonna die. You're gonna just just be completely annihilated.
System updates.
Alrighty, what have we found? Ooh, this is an amazing planet. 76 climate hazards, size 7, which is a large, 7,000 resources, which is way above average, and only 11,000 to colonize. Heck yeah, we're colonizing this one.
The princess has landed, Majesty.
Another world for the Sobani Empire. Also deploy our gate.
Yes, wings unfolded and secured, Majesty.
Thank you, Ice Machine. I'm so happy you could join my videos. I gotta find a name for that Ice Machine. I decided to name the central air system that always interrupts my videos. I'm naming it Balcora. So if you ever hear me reference Balcora, that's why. It's because she's interrupting me. Which I expect her to interrupt me soon, because it's like 57 here in the basement. Because it's like beginning of
System
April
update.
and it's 33 degrees outside. I don't know where the freak spring is, but it's definitely not here.
We rise as one, my queen.
Okay, I guess we should continue doing this. Let's go ahead and replace our gates. Dang, I am not building that we are not building that at that planet. We want to build it at the main planet, which that's another thing I wanted to do. We should probably start building defenses on our main planet. Because we're starting to get a little bit further into the game.
Your shipyards here and
And there
obey.
is a chance for random disasters, or random encounters, which are both good and bad, depending on what they are. And they can happen to any one of our colonized planets. So I like to have a small amount of defenses to protect the planet against them. Or I might have turned them off. I don't remember. I didn't look over the options that well, and I don't quite remember because that was a week ago. Yeah, we can always replace them for better defenses when we get better technology, so let's go ahead and crank all those out. Take 2 turns. And you can only build 10 defenses of each type. 10 light defenses, which from the destroyer technology, medium defenses, which come to cruisers once we unlock those, and then 10 large defenses, which come from the dreadnoughts once we unlock those. And depending on the
Yes, my queen. We will have the ships out in no time.
ship size or the planet size will depend on which ones you can build. Like the large platforms can only be on size 7 and above, medium can be on size 4 and above, and light can be on any planet. So that's another reason why it's good to always check the planet size before you colonize it for future-proofing defenses. Holy crap!
System updates.
Alright, you're gonna have to take a little bit longer. Let's have you focus half on construction since we have a lot of planets that are being developed. Okay, let's go ahead and put you there, put you there. Where should we try next? 1812.
Yes, Majesty.
Okay, we'll go there. Forgot, what are we researching? Oh yeah, that's wallow units, which improve our industrial output. Which will overall increase the amount of money we produce and increase the terraforming building speed of all of our planets. Speaking of which, where is my... There's all my planets. So let's see. That's our primary planet. I think you're number 2, aren't you? Yeah, you're doing pretty good. You're developing pretty nicely. You have 200,000 Imperial. They're starting to make civilians now because you're large enough to do that. You are actually looking extremely well. You're actually making income. You're almost done. Wow, that's awesome. Let's go ahead and get you to build a bunch of defense platforms on you as well, so that you have something defending you.
Your shipyards here and obey.
Generally, what I like to do is once they start making a profit, then I start liking to beef up their defenses. But until then, I usually have them focus on their infrastructure and terraforming and all that fun jazz. So we're making almost 300,000 from our planets now. Not bad. Doing pretty good. Pretty good.
System updates.
Okay. Nothing really happened this turn. So let's go ahead and end our turn.
System updates.
Nothing else as well. Let's see, what turn are we on? 37? Let's keep ending our turn.
System updates.
Nothing going on, end turn.
System updates.
Yay, we got a research done.
We have made an earlier breakthrough, my queen.
Oh, that's awesome. Sometimes when you do research, you might get an early breakthrough. It's just a random chance, and sometimes you might get a over budget breakthrough, which means you have to invest even more money into it to finish the breakthrough, and it can go for a long time. I've had some researches where it took over 3 times the amount of research money and research time in order to get a technology done, which can sometimes screw you over, especially if it happens multiple times. But usually it ends up happening in the later researches, or researches that your guys aren't really specialized in. But it can still happen to like ones that you do. Anyways, I'm going to read this. So the Wallow units are remote control construction devices that allow workers to build in hostile or dangerous environments without risk. This result lowering the construction cost of the ships by 10% and a 15% increase in the industrial output of all planets. So that's one reason why I usually like to start that one out. And then that one unlocks orbital foundries, which are orbital bases for the processing of materials and zero gravity. It lowers the physical cost of ships construction by 5% and makes larger ships hull possible. So once we get this will unlock our new research, which would be cruiser technology, which right now is a little bit too early to do, so we're not going to worry about this. But also the Wallow units unlocked a new head for our ships, a hammerhead, which allows us to put more focused firepower in the front of the ship. And let's see, I don't really want to do that. Let's get some weapons going. Usually I like to do green lasers. They're only going to take 11 turns, so that will be a fast research.
Yes, my queen. We begin research.
But now all of our industrial output has increased, which puts us up to 325,000 when we were about 300,000 before. So it's a nice increase. Okay, and then next, after I get a couple weapons research, god dang it, what do you want, ice machine? I'm gonna name that Lexi. Our ice machine's gonna be named Lexi. Lexi, be quiet. I'm recording things. So we have Lexi and Valcora.
System updates.
Okay, how's our defenses looking? Oh yeah, I built like 25 destroyers. We should be good. Those guys can be moved anywhere, right? Don't remember if they actually have a limit. No, they don't. They can go to any planet. Yeah. I can't wait to do this. I've actually never done this trick before. And I don't know why I've never played this team. They're actually pretty cool. Maybe it's because they were bugs. I didn't care too much for bugs.
System updates.
Everyone is so close to getting to where they're supposed to go. How many more planets are getting close to... Ooh, you're in the positives. Yes. You're going to build defenses. You have graduated to having the ability to build your own defenses.
Yes, my queen. We will have the ships out in no time.
Okay, you already have defenses, and the rest are still negative. Alrighty.
System updates.
Alright, what do we have here? Ooh, that's a size 9. That is a big frickin' planet. But look at that climate hazard, though. 910. Yeah, that is an extremely cold planet. It's got 5,000 resources, which isn't too bad. I wish that was colonizable. Oh well, let's put a gate on.
Yes, wings unfolded and secured, Majesty.
Okay, and then let's build a gate here. Ugh.
Our shipyards hear and obey.
And next turn we'll bring that fleet back.
System updates.
Alrighty, you move back here.
We will follow this course, Majesty.
Okay, let's see, we didn't discover anything else new, did we? Nope, I don't see anything flashing. Alrighty, well, that's in our turn. Nothing to really do right now.
System updates.
Okay, you get another gate. And we will have you guys... There's
The
a
way
13.
is
We'll go there.
marked. Engines burn.
Okay, what do we have here? Ooh, this is another very good one. Holy crap, we are getting very lucky when it comes to planets. Normally we don't get this many planets that are this close to our climate hazard. This one has 69 climate hazard, so it's going to cost 10,000. And it's got 4,700 resources, and it's a size 6. That's a good one. We're going to colonize that.
A new world for the Queen.
A new world for the Sobani Empire to join our cause, or the
Yes,
Queen.
wings unfolded
For the Sobani
and
Empire
secured,
Queen.
Majesty.
We'll call that. Okay. Then nothing else to do. Let me check our planets real quick. You're building defenses. You built your defenses. You're still doing pretty good, I think. Yeah, the rest are still negative, but we're doing really good. We only have a quarter of our budget going to planetary development now, which is good. A little bit over a quarter, but you know what I mean. We're actually having a pretty darn good start. Let's see what the next turn brings us.
System updates.
Balcora is now gracing us with her presence. She is starting up the propane heater, which we will hear momentarily. I will try my best to edit it out from the background, but no guarantees. Ooh. Independent colony of... I can't read that word. I can't read that word. Achastia? I'm gonna call him Achastia. I'm pretty sure that's completely butchered, but that's what I'm gonna call him. I want to resolve peacefully. They have a bunch of defense... all they have is defense platforms. Resolve peacefully? I don't really want to fight these. Hopefully I can put a gate on. I'm pretty sure they'll hate that.
System updates.
Ooh, they didn't do anything. Cool. Is it possible for me to put a gate here? Please?
Yes, wings unfolded and secured, Majesty.
Okay, let's put you guys in a different group. Oh, yeah, you guys gotta go back. Otherwise, if I find a planet, I can't put a gate on. Alrighty. So cool, we didn't find a computer, or we didn't find one of the major super races, but we did find an independent race. We could eventually take these guys over later on in the future, and I think we could trade with them when we get trading technology, which we have to unlock. It's in the research tree somewhere. But cool. Let's see. They have a size 3. Their planet is very hazardous compared to mine. So even if we did conquer them, I wouldn't be able to use it because the climate hazard would be too high. They have a good amount of resources, 6,500. It's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Actually, I wonder, is there anything I can do in diplomacy? Okay, so that's only for major races. I couldn't remember. It's been too long. Independent, please.
Updates.
All I want to do is keep your thing deployed. I have a feeling that's going to go on a while.
Majesty.
So...
Your shipyards here and
Ooh, what do we have down here? That is a very polluted planet. 555, size 5, so it's a decent size, but 4,800 resources, which is decent. It would cost $83,000 to keep it growing, which would double our planetary development. But right now, I mean, we're only using a quarter of our money to go to planetary development, and most of these ones have a small amount of climate hazard. In fact, like this one's already in the positive, so I can tell this one to start building defense platforms. And what I should do is put you at half.
Yes, my queen. We will have the ships out in no time.
So it's going to take a long time to get those defenses done, but you're in the positives now, which is good territory, so you can start slowing down your development. I'm going to be a little bit riskier by doing that, but since I can teleport my fleet to any one of these ships or any one of these places anytime, I don't feel that too worried about, you know, trying to get these guys cranked out as quickly as possible. As long as I have the gate there, we'll be able to handle it. Speaking of which, are these green lasers almost done? One more turn. I want to at least design the ship so that we can start expanding our fleet. Alright, let's see. Is there anything else going on right now? Oh, yeah, this... I was going to colonize this. So, yeah, colonize you.
Children conquer once more.
Deploy.
Yes, wings unfolded and secured, Majesty.
Okay. So far, everything is looking good. I have not ran into one of the computers yet. So, yeah. Kind of sucks, but this is a very big map, so... Expect it at the same time. Resolve peacefully, please.
System updates.
There's gotta be a way for me and this guy to become friendly. Because that's gonna happen every single turn, since I technically have stuff on his planet. Whatever. We'll figure that out when the time comes. Alright, so you guys... where to next?
We move now.
It's starting to take a while to get the places. But that's fine. I mean, we still have a lot of this cluster to explore. Let's see. You still have a while. Didn't I have more than 2? Have I been lazy? I've been lazy. God dang it.
We will follow this course, Majesty.
That's the one I just built. We need to build another colonizer and another gate.
Construction order placed, Majesty.
Let's see. That's 3. I did have a 4th round. That's these guys right here. God dang it. You get back.
The way is marked. Engines burn.
Ah, don't build a tanker. I wanted to build a colonizer. Oh, wait, that's not the main planet. That's why I can't build a colonizer. I was a little confused there for a second. Okay, let's speed this up a little bit so everything gets done next
my
turn.
queen. We will have the ships out in no time.
Ah, go away.
System updates.
I'll figure you out soon. Okay, so you go with him, you go with him, you go with him, and you go with him. Okay. Now, 18, ooh, 27,
We
12.
rise as one, my queen.
19, 12. There we go. Does this go over budget? It did. God dang it. See, that's what happens sometimes. Your research will go over budget. We're at 111% budget at the moment. So now it can end at any turn. And all I'm doing is researching freaking green lasers.
System updates.
Which apparently didn't want to get done that turn. Alrighty. Let's go one more turn. Come on, give me green lasers.
System updates.
Yay, we got green lasers.
My queen, please forgive us. We were slow, but successful.
I love the I love the little sayings on this game. Okay, well, anyways, I think I'm gonna end this episode right here. We made a lot of progress. We've got 8 colonies now, and we're still expanding. We have not ran into any players yet, or not any like major computers yet, so I don't have to worry too much about military. We did get our first weaponized research done, which is green lasers, or I should say weaponized upgrade. So now I can upgrade these to green lasers and make better ships. But and we will continue to expand this area and try to take over the entire galaxy. So yeah, so thank you so much for watching, guys. Hopefully we get some combat soon. This has been 2 episodes and there hasn't been any combat. I mean, I could have did combat here in this area, but I really wanted to save that gate so I can add it to my empire and make it a little bit easier to teleport to places. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. It does help the video out more than you know. If you like what I do, please consider subscribing so you can see a new like space-based content like this and check out some of the 3D animations I've been working on. And if you want to support me directly, I do actually have a Patreon in the video description that you can check out and yeah, and check it out. I don't know where I was going with that final statement. Anyways, guys, until next time, this is Captain Soban signing out.